Well, good morning, everyone. Hey, it is Pentecost Sunday, and Pentecost is from the Jewish word, I believe, Shabbat, and it's called the Feast of Weeks, and it means it was like a harvest festival celebrating the wheat harvest. And so this is where you're going to hear the disciples were gathered to celebrate the Feast of Shabbat, the Feast of Weeks, when they came together and met the Holy Spirit. But I'm going to back it up a little bit so you know exactly what happened between Easter and Pentecost. In between, Jesus was around, I think it was around 40 days before he went up into heaven. And this is what happened at the Ascension. After Jesus died and rose again, he and his disciples got together near Jerusalem. Jesus had some instructions for them. As you know, God is doing amazing things in the world, he said, and you can help. Your help is needed. We need you to go and tell the stories about me. Tell your friends and family and everyone you meet what you have learned by following me. Be my witness in the world. Then suddenly, Jesus was rising up in the air. Well, what's going on? He was being lifted up into a cloud. Jesus' friends looked around. Two men in white robes had joined him. The men said, "Why are you just standing there looking around up towards heaven? Don't worry. Jesus will come back someday." "Right," said one of Jesus' disciples. "Meanwhile, we have some work to do. Let's get started." So, pretty soon the disciples were gathering together for the Feast of Shabbat, the Feast of Weeks. And while they were there, the Holy Spirit came. And we're going to hear about how the Holy Spirit came to them. Jesus' disciples were celebrating a festival called Passover, when suddenly a strong wind blew through the house. Everyone's hair lifted up, and there was an amazing noise. They looked at each other. It looked like the disciples had a flame of fire touching them, but no one was burned. The Holy Spirit had come, just as Jesus had promised. The disciples began to speak in different languages they had never learned. Stranger yet, they could understand each other. Peter stood up. "I want to tell you about Jesus." He reminded everyone what Jesus had taught them. He told them how Jesus died and lives again. It is time for us to begin a new life with God's Spirit guiding us. Peter said the disciples were excited to live differently, guided by God's Spirit. This was the very beginning of the Christian church. And today, this Sunday, we are kind of celebrating a new beginning, is that we are getting to come back and have live together worship. And we will be looking forward to seeing you. Today it's going to be out in Green Square Park. And look for us. We'll be out there. Come say hello. And we will be looking forward. I know Cindy and Polly and I will be around here on Sunday mornings by the services. Come say hello. We'll be seeing you, and we're looking forward to starting back. Bye-bye.